Hello, welcome back to the Cataclysm. Vormithrax here with episode number 88 of our Let's Play for Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. This is our prison escape scenario, and we're fully healed, back at base. It's awesome. Still can't believe this guy's alive. That was quite the series of events that we've survived. And we managed to go from all 4 broken limbs, both arms, both legs, back to full health. So super happy about that. We got some of the major traumas that occurred to us taken care of, but we're not home free yet. We've still got a lot of work to do to try to get rid of some of these negative effects that we've accumulated. So that Rat King Cave ×2 that we did really gave us a ton of traits, most of which I would love to get rid of. The only one I'd like to keep would be the full night vision. That's awesome. Happy to see that. Some of the others are okay. Infection and disease resistance, alright. The rest of it, don't really care. All the rest of it could go and I'd be perfectly happy. So the particular ones that I need to get rid of are going to be solar sensitivity. That means I take damage in direct sunlight, and it's a lot of damage, so that one's a bit of a problem. We've also got the muzzle, which means I can't wear clothing on my face unless I craft, I think, giant size or very large size clothing for it. As well as, let's see, one other one. Paws. I still have paws? Yeah, I've got paws here. So same problem with the paws. So there's definitely a few I'd want to get rid of first, but in order to do that, we need to get some purifier, and I don't believe we have any. I can't remember if we've come across any. We definitely can't craft it because we haven't been into any labs yet to get the recipe books. So we're going to need to get a couple more levels of cooking, ideally. Cooking 10 is really where I want to be, so we're only at cooking 8 currently. So that's going to be one of the tasks, but we've also got carnivore and rapid metabolism. So I've got to make absolutely certain we've secured a pretty large supply of meat that is not going to spoil on us. So we need to dehydrate it, smoke it, and otherwise get it preserved in large quantities so I don't have to constantly be out hunting for food, because that will rapidly become an issue if I don't plan ahead for it. So first thing we're going to do this episode is double check our stockpiles, see how our small battery supply is doing, as well as do we have a dehydrator or a smoker, and see what tools we have available for food preservation. Then we'll decide just how we're going to deal with that side of it. So let's go ahead and step out and take a look at a few things. Let's first, I believe I have unloaded and reset this. Yes, so we've got the soda can stove kit out here, but no food preservation tools. Alright, and in my inventory I also have no food preservation tools. So we've got our convenient tools pile right here. Let's take a look at it. And I'm going to look for a dehydrator. We've got 2 food dehydrators, that's good news. And I'm going to use the all function. We're going to search in every location nearby. We're going to search for charcoal. So we have 1,100 charcoal laying around, but it doesn't say anything about a smoker. Yeah, no smoker. Alright, so we haven't come across a portable charcoal smoker. What we'll probably end up doing then is something I had planned on doing previously. I don't think we ever got around to it, though. And that is head to the closest nearby forest, which will probably be down here, just north of the hospital area. We'll set up a charcoal kiln right next to the forest, or in the forest. That way we don't have to drag trees very far. And then we'll chop down the local trees, feed them into the kiln. It'll generate charcoal for us every 6 hours. 6 hours is the burn time for charcoal. Doesn't matter how much you put in there. Just stuff it full of as much wood product as you can, light it on fire, come back 6 hours later, and you got a big pile of charcoal that you can cart off. So that's what we're going to do. That will secure our charcoal, and after that we just need to set up a smoking rack nearby our cooking area here. And as soon as that's up, that'll be the tool requirement met that we can then smoke any meats that we bring back with us. So we'll then have to go out on a hunting trip, get as much meat as we can, get it back to the base and get it smoked up before it spoils, and then we're good to go. Now at the moment we do have the saprivore trait, meaning even if things goes rotten, I can still eat it. Less nutrition value, but I could eat it, so we'll see how the balance works. The only thing I have that's a bit of a problem is my favorite place to get food like this is anthills, and I don't think we have seen a single anthill in any of the places we've been yet. Yeah, I don't think we've uncovered an anthill yet, even in our wandering over this way. I don't remember any ants or anthills. Nope, not a single one. We'll do a search. That is showing restaurants, not what I was looking for. Antique stores, restaurants. Yeah, that's not going to be useful. I don't remember if it's spaced or not, but I don't think we've seen any. I don't see any symbols on the map for it. So, that's out. Next choice, we can go into swamps. There are some animals in swamps, but I don't think, without running PK's mod, I don't think there's enough large animals to make just trolling into swamps a viable solution. The sugar house isn't going to have meat. What did I mark up here? Minefield. Yeah, we... the next best option I have is going to be spider basements, but they're somewhat uncommon. I mean, basements by themselves are hard enough to find, and then to randomly get a spider basement in addition is kind of a tough sell for reliable food supply. We might just have to go driving around in our buggy at high speed, keeping an eye out for things like moose and bear. A single moose or bear is actually worth quite a bit of meat nowadays. They've changed the drop rates for the materials that those animals provide, so we don't have to find a lot of them to get a pretty good supply of meat. Just a few would do. So it might be best that we just go driving again and look for that kind of thing. I don't see any farm. Well, actually, what kind of farm we got up here? Farmhouse. Ranch is what I want, really, not farm. Those aren't going to help. Oh, the ranch that we started on. That's actually not the one I was looking for. Dairy? I think I already cleared that out, though. The one right north of us. Pretty sure there's no longer any cows in that immediate area. So, yeah, we might have to go driving. What I might do is head down this direction. We'll take a ride down this way so we can run these roads. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 endpoints that we can explore to see what kind of buildings there are along that route. It's pretty close, and we might find something useful down there. And I'm always on the lookout for more labs and other special encounter locations that we can plan on going into. So that's probably what we'll do. And it's in some forest area, looks like. Heads down towards the river. Might be some swamp as well. And we'll just keep an eye out for large animals that we can hunt and butcher up and then bring back to smoke. I'll take the dehydrator with me with a big pile of batteries, just in case I think the timing's not going to work out and that we won't make it back to our smoking facility beforehand. But first things first, let's get the charcoal established. So we've got a small amount, but we're going to need a lot more. So we need to get the charcoal kiln built. So here's what we're going to do. If we go to the construction menu and look up kiln, charcoal kiln is going to take 40 rocks and then a tool with hammering and a tool with digging. And that's it. So we just need to get 40 rocks picked up, make sure we've got a hammering and digging tool, and then we can head on over and get the kiln built. So let me first remind myself of what this guy's got. So he's got the integrated tool set. Can't remember if that integrated tool set includes a digging tool. It may not. Do I have one in the back of the vehicle? I've got the entrenching tool, so we should be good. Alright, so I just need to get 40 rocks. So I've got a whole 1 rock currently in inventory. Not ideal. There's a few ways we can solve this particular problem. Yeah, I could burn down the police station. That would give me plenty of rocks, and it shouldn't spread anywhere useful. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go set fire to the police station, let it burn down, and then we'll just collect all the rocks from the rubble. It'll also give me a good supply of nails. Not using that police station for anything else useful, and I just don't want to run around looking for rocks in the fields. So it's going to make a lot of noise. That's the only problem. Maybe that won't be a good idea. The amount of noise it generates is probably going to end up spawning a bunch of zombies in the area that I would then have to deal with, and I like my nice, clean, empty area. Let's... Got the pickaxe in here. Let's grab the pickaxe real quick and... Whoa! I take a step, and the first thing that happens, Zombie Hulk. Well, alright. That makes things interesting, and he is close. He has spotted me. Alright, we have a Hulk to deal with, and he's going to come smashing right through my base and my vehicles if I'm not careful about how I line this guy up. It's raining, so I can put the umbrella down, I believe, safely. What do I have here that's going to help me? Chain lightning's not going to help. None of this is going to help. Alright, so nothing on that end is going to do anything for us. Do I have... I've got the M27 and also the RM232 and the H&K actually in my arms. I think we'll probably go with the H&K. Let's take a look at this. It fires 223 Remingtons. Alright, let's go to run mode. Turn safe mode off. Thank God safe mode was on and stopped me, because I probably wouldn't even notice that Hulk appear, and things could have got bad pretty quick. So I'm looking for 223. I've got only 60 rounds, but we'll just have to live with it. Alright, where are you at, Mr. Hulk? You coming to get me? I want to make sure that I'm lined up in such a way that he doesn't bang on any of my vehicles. There you go. Alright, so he's around the corner. I'm going to run again. Alright, he's out of range of hitting anything useful. I'm going to put myself in the open area. The reason for this is I'm trying to make sure wherever he stands when he punches me, I'm going to fly in that direction. And I don't want to fly into a vehicle or into a wall or anything, so I'm just positioning myself. So if he does hit me and knock me back, all I do is roll on the ground. I'll take some damage, and he'll tear up some of my clothes, but it won't be a disaster. If he punches me into a wall or a vehicle, that really hurts. So, alright, we're going to put the umbrella away. We're going to wield the H&K. Just drop that, because he's going to get pretty close. Alright, the H&K has a 14-shot auto, so we're going to take advantage of that. So let's make sure we are in... Yes, we're in auto-fire mode, so right here it's noting we've got the H&K with 27 rounds. We're in auto-fire, so I can get 2 full bursts of this off. Then we're going to have to scramble for a melee weapon if he hasn't fallen over yet. And our rifle skill is way down on the list, rifle skill 3. So, I think I might get 2 bursts off. We have to let them get pretty close to have any kind of accuracy, so I have to kind of guess just how long it's going to take me to get to full aim status. I would like him to be about 4 spaces away, ideally, when I let off the first burst. Then the second burst, I'm going to wait till he gets right up next to me. And then I'm going to let loose with a point-blank burst. Hope he goes down. If he doesn't, then we'll have to reorient and adjust. Alright, so let's let him get... I think that's about close as I want for now. Oops, switch back to that, and we're going to fire. We're going to manually aim so I can see how quickly our aim improves. We're already at 88%. This thing aims pretty quick, actually. Different weapon types will have different aiming speeds. So we've already hit 100, and we're at 76%. That's actually really good. For a body shot from that range, we're going to take the shot. Actually, I'm going to try to let him get one space closer. I want to improve my headshot chance for a critical. Alright, that's a little more than I wanted, but we're going to take the shot right there. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot of recoil that's going to force us to do a long aim again. But let's take a shot. The other downside is the noise. Oh, I didn't put in my earplugs. But the noise is going to make a pretty big bang firing 14 shots from an automatic rifle. And we might generate more zombies because we have wander spawns turned on. But we got a Hulk, so we're not going to mess around with him. Well, that was a whole lot of missing. Alright, so much for those percent numbers, because that was a whole lot of miss. Let's take a look at the log here. So we fired 14 rounds, and we hit 3 times. 14 shots, 3 hits. There's no way that the percentages that it was showing me actually played out. The numbers were just... we were at like, what, 60 and 15 or something like that? That left a 25% miss chance, so we missed 11 out of 14 shots with a supposedly 25% miss chance. Yeah, whatever, game. Alright, let's try firing again. Now we've got 0 steadiness. How quickly is it going to jump up for us? I want to be at 100 right as he steps up next to me, ideally. He's going to move 2 spaces, I believe, when he gets to move. He'll be right in my face here anytime. Actually, he only moved 1. That's great, so we're going to get to 100. That's interesting. It actually went down. Oh, I want the hit number to go down. I want the head to go up. So we've got 0 miss chance, supposedly. We're at 65% for a body shot and 35% chance for a head. No graze percent, no miss percent, theoretically. So 14 shots should go into this thing and kill him. Okay, once again, the answer is no. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still only had a 50% hit rate. So I'm not sure exactly how the math is working out. He's nearly dead, but unfortunately now I have no bullets left. Actually, I only had 13 bullets in that last shot, but still. I got no bullets left. I've got to get a melee weapon out. He's going to punch me when I try to pull my weapon. He's faster than me, so if we run, I don't believe there's any chance I'm going to get any distance on him. I got 1 space. We're going to run until our breath goes out a little bit. I just want to get just enough space so that I can get a melee weapon out without getting punched multiple times. I'm starting to move into a building. Alright, we're going to have to use this right here. So 150 moves, that's a turn and a half, essentially. I think he's going to get a hit on me, or I could toss... No, the knives I don't think are going to do enough to penetrate his thick skin. I need the spear. So, yep, he got his hit in. Alright, so we took our punch. So we went from full health to that status, and we're slammed against the grass for 50 damage. Now we have to get up, run at him. I just couldn't quite get far enough away. But there goes the Hulk. Alright, Hulk is down. We've got our H and K back. Not too bad, but those percent numbers are crazy wrong. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there or why. It's telling me I've got a 100% chance, but only 50% of them landed at point blank range. That's kind of goofy. But that's how it works in Cataclysm, so... I don't care about that. What else did I drop? My umbrella. Alright, let's activate the umbrella. Where'd you go, umbrella? Wield. I'm trying to activate it, I just need to wield it. There we go. And... the steel spear, store in inventory. Okay, So we got a little bit of damage, a little bit of pain. Damage I'm not worried about. We've actually, with the rapid metabolism, got a light regeneration, so that'll actually heal up on its own, so not a big deal. We'll take an aspirin though, take a little bit of the edge off of that pain, and we'll check our zombie horde indicator. Don't see anything yet. Hopefully the noise wasn't so loud that anything's going to show up. We do have Jetta Seaman up north of us, an NPC, so we got to be watching out for her. But let's first go back here and inventory, H&K, reload. Got an empty magazine there, and we got a magazine with 60 rounds right here. Or is that... Alright, so we reloaded the Stonic magazine. So we've got 30 shots. That's 2 full bursts. That's all I care about. I'm not going to worry about carrying a spare mag or anything like that. Okay, so I had a little more excitement right at the beginning of the episode than I expected to have. Hulk just randomly shows up right next to our base. Always a good time. What was I doing? I was going to... Oh yeah, I was going to go knock this rock apart and see how many rocks we got out of it. So activate, pickaxe, this direction, and now a zombie approaches. Stop mining, yes. I don't want to beat him with my umbrella, so we're going to have to get the other weapon out again. Or I can just toss knives at him. Let's do that. I can throw knives. I think this is hilarious. I can throw knives without dropping my umbrella. So, that works for me. So I'll be using that, especially when the bright sunlight is out, until I get rid of this solar sensitivity. I believe he was most likely generated from the noise that we made. So, let's try this again. Activate pickaxe, go mining again. 7 rocks. Not a bad amount. Maybe we can find all the rocks we need just by running around, and especially if we've got a number of these. It just takes a lot of time and effort to do this mining. Alright, zoom out. Any more rocks in the area? I don't see any here. Are those larger boulders is what I mean. Apparently I'm sick. Alright, well, we've got a pickaxe. Let's actually just go knock some walls down. Maybe we can bring the make a roof collapse and get some rocks that way. So let's just use the pickaxe on the corner of the building. There we go. I didn't bring my tool, did I? Nope, don't have my entrenching tool. Alright, let's run back. And I think this time we're going to bring the cart with us, so... Yeah, we'll drop the rocks in the cart. Where are you at, Rottweiler? Oh, Shady, Rottweiler, Zombie Child, Zombie Child. So yeah, our gun activity has generated and caused to run towards us a number of zombies. Ooh, oh, okay, now we've got a little more to deal with. Zombie Night Stalker. Where are all these guys coming from? There's no horde indicators on the screen, but I got a bunch of them in the area. Holy crap! Well, alright. Is that the Night Stalker? I'm not used to what they look like in this tile set. Yep, there's the Night Stalker. Somehow this brute hides in the dark like some kind of boogeyman. Very agile for such a large zombie. So he's a bit dangerous. Him and the Spitter are the only two I care about, really. The rest I could chew through pretty easily. Our regen is almost taking care of our current damage. The problem now, though, is it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it is sunny outside. As soon as I drop this umbrella, I'm going to start taking damage, unless I'm in a enclosed area. So ideally now, I actually want to fight in a building. I don't have any convenient ones right next door. Although we do have the subway. I could pull them down in the subway to kill some of these. I'm trying to remember if the subway is covered. The new subway model is, but I think this map uses the old subway type, which is just the kind of bracket-shaped wall. I don't think it's covered. How to do this? I don't want to go into a vehicle. These things are due north. They're probably coming right at me. Let's turn the mini-map back on. Yep, they're coming straight south because of the noise that I made earlier. This is the danger. This is another reason why I don't use guns very often. This kind of thing. So that probably would have been better fighting that Hulk with the S-stock than with that gun. Just taking a few punches and taking the damage to avoid this kind of a herd coming at me. What to do? Furniture store, but the front entrance is on the back side. Pretty much all the buildings nearby that I don't want this herd to get down near my vehicles and my stuff. So I don't want to pull them into the buildings over on this side. Because they'll path right through and they might try to knock down some of my stuff over here. So I'm looking at leading them up this way, preferably, because they're coming to this location. This is where the noise was generated, so they're all coming to investigate the noise. So I need to get their attention and then pull them to a place that's favorable for me to fight in. And there's not much close by that I can actually use for that purpose. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking the subway's my best bet. So this is the subway over here. There's a stairs down right in this area, so I'm just trying to gauge, can I get above the bus before they get here and then over into the subway without blowing all my stamina? Yeah, I forgot to put my earmuffs on before I did that. I assume I'm deaf right now. No, doesn't say so. Ooh, I am. Oh, crap. It is warm and my speed is 77. That is not good. This could be bad. I gotta be really careful about this situation. Trying to fight that larger group when I can't put away my umbrella without taking damage. Yeah, this could be bad. I'm gonna have to give this one some thought. There are a couple of issues here that make this really dangerous. My umbrella situation is obvious. What's not as obvious is this speed indicator. Because of the warmth problem with all my body locations being warm, I'm losing a lot of speed. Combination of pain and being hot. I'm losing 25% of my speed. That means I'm only moving at 3/4 my normal speed, or you can think of it as the zombies are moving 25% faster than they normally would. Is the net effect of that. That's really dangerous. That's a huge difference. So I've got to think about this really carefully. I'm thinking of maybe sprinting directly for that subway. Getting in there, making sure I deal as much as possible with the temperature problem, then just pop out, kill anything that's nearby, pop back in, kill anything that follows me, and so on. Just keep popping in and out. Minimize my exposure. Try to lure them down into the subway where I can fight in the dark without having to worry about the sun. And I think I can fight less numbers of them that way. I'm still somewhat worried about them being in proximity to my base, but I think we're going to have to deal with it. So I'm going to sprint. I've got the weapons I need. I've got my spear, my throwing knife. We've got the S-stock in the back scabbard. I've got plenty of healing materials if I need it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to make sure we're in run mode. My only question mark is, do I run north of the bus or curve in south of the bus? I think I'm going to go south of the bus. The shady zombie, I don't think it can see me. It's daylight, so it's blind. It's just going to kind of wander around the area where it heard the noise. That's where my bullets are laying on the ground there. The rest of these, I think I can get their attention as they stream south. They're getting a little closer than I would like, and my stamina's dropping pretty fast. But I do want to make sure they target me, which I've succeeded at. They're all curving over my direction now. Alright, so we've managed to get to the stairs, so now what I'm trying to figure out is just exactly when to drop down. I don't see the Night Stalker. Where'd you go, Night Stalker? Did you keep going? I don't think you went south. Nobody passed me yet. The Spitter's the only one that's out currently that I'm somewhat worried about. I am still in bright daylight, so I'm just trying to decide when to drop down. I might stand on the stairs, and then if the Spitter launches a spit attack and covers the stairs, I'll just immediately go downstairs and just take my punishment. But ideally I want to draw a few of these down with me so I can fight them. So let's move here. And I think what we'll do next is end the episode on a cliffhanger. Yay! Everybody likes a good cliffhanger. So this is still a pretty dangerous situation. I think I've got it under control. Oh, there's the Night Stalker. I just can't recognize that weird graphic for him. I really did want his attention. You coming at me, Night Stalker? He does not see me. Damn it. He's really the one that I wanted to get over here, but maybe it's better that he's going to wander around over there. I just don't want them tearing apart, especially my solar vehicle. That would really, really annoy me if they tore apart any of my main three vehicles here. The RV, my buggy, or the solar vehicle. So I need to keep the bulk of their attention if possible. Yeah, we're going to end the episode right here. I got some thinking to do about how I'm going to work this strategy out. All the regular zombies I'm really not worried about. It's the Spitter causes me a bit of concern, and the Night Stalker somewhat. The Night Stalker is definitely the more dangerous straight up combat. The Spitter can land some acid on me if he doesn't keep approaching, and he can be annoying if he hangs back and just keeps dropping acid on me, but the rest of them I'm not too worried about. But we're going to end the episode right here. Good cliffhanger spot. We're going to have plenty to do next episode. Things have definitely been more interesting. I haven't gotten much done in regards to my desire to preserve my food supply. Random Hulk placement made me fire off my gun, which then caused this big horde to appear. Ah, the joys of wander spawns. You guys wonder why I try to be very quiet when I was healing and not make any noise. Well, this is exactly why. So, hope you turn in next episode to see what happens. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think down below, or feel free to visit me on my Discord channel, and I hope to see you next episode. Have a great day. Bye-bye.